Hello friends, welcome back. Today's topic of discussion is none other than ISRO interview preparations. As you all know that recently our written examination result has been declared, and first of all, before discussing this interview guidance and all, I would like to congratulate all the participants on all the aspirants actually who have qualified in the written examination of ISRO. And actually it is also one of the very greatest milestone, and it's not that easy to clear. Why? Because the paper is purely technical, first issue. Then the second is, it's without calculator. We have to solve such numerical questions which are impossible to be solved without calculator. So collectively we see that the paper situation become very, means it's about like we cannot solve this question, so what should we do? And the time limited is also very less. It's only 90 minutes to solve. Some 80 questions are there, and that too without calculator. So be very happy with your performance, and be very, means you should be very much proud of yourself if you are clearing this written examination. So friends, coming to the first point, that what ISRO interview is all about. So first point is, interview duration generally varies from 25 to 30 minutes, and the panel which is taking your interview is consisting of 6 to 7 members. And I should not actually describe them that what is their level of knowledge. They are, means there is no limit for their knowledge. So this kind of environment ISRO interview is creating. Then comes to the point of what they are actually asking. So what my own experience says, that they are always interested in technical knowledge. Their non-tech approach is very less. Actually their major work is also not dealing with any kind of non-tech. So they ask the questions, they, means expect a student to answer only technical questions. And sometimes also it has been seen that certain questions are related to what ongoing works are going on there in ISRO, and what their launch vehicles are doing, like that. So you should be like you would have prepared for current affairs and all, similar way you should be aware of all the things which ISRO is right now doing. Because at the time of interview they also expect you to be familiar with the organization. So when they see that the candidate which is being interviewed is knowing much about ISRO, not everything, but at least 5 to 10% you should know. Abbreviations you should know, what are the legends formula, and full form of the legends, what is that, PSLV, GSLV, number of things are there, which I also studied when I went for the interview. And some questions were asked to me also. So you should be preparing for this interview in this manner. Then comes to the technical subjects which you should prepare and how you should prepare. So friends, the basic approach of their asking is, first question, like, write down your favorite subjects. So you should be very careful while choosing which subject you want to tell. 4 to 5 subjects you need to thorough, you need to be very much clear. uh, I always write crystal clear with those basics, with those subject basics, because every time you are giving some statement they will ask a why with it, and you should be very clear with the statement of why. And one important thing also comes ki, whether we should go for only those 4 to 5 subjects. The answer is no. You should be 5 to 10% thorough with other subjects also. Because sometimes, means rarest of the rare cases it I am talking about, sometimes what has happened, they have made people write 4 to 5 subject, but suddenly they never asked any question from those subjects. So what actually happened, although they are knowing that since they are not your favorite subject, so you will be not that much thorough with those, with the content of those other subjects, but still they expect you to know something. And hopefully it's not a very much concerning thing, because you have cleared the examination written also, so you might be very much clear with those concepts. So coming to the next point friends, what is how the interview proceeds. So friends, they actually focus a person to solve a question on the board. For past 3 to 4 years it has been seen that they are asking candidates to go to the board and solve a question, and in between that question they will ask you a number of questions. So it will give them a complete idea how a person has read the books, and how he has or she has gone through the concept, how physical, what is the physical significance of that particular concept, whether that person is knowing or not. So all these things they get know after making a person write something on board. Then one other important thing comes ki how to prepare for this kind of strategy. So it's very simple, friends. Ask some of your colleagues or some friendly faculty members, if they are there, then you can ask for a favor ki you can go to the board. They will be sitting like interviewers. Then you can ask them to ask you any random question from all these five subjects whichever you have prepared well for ISRO. You can ask them to ask any question from that subject. So when they will ask the question, you will have to make them understand in the similar way you will be making it understood to the panel. So the scene of it, that mock interview kind of scene can be created, and it will give you a very good actually visualization before going for the main interview. So this practice as strategy can be followed, and then comes stay calm during the interview. Because friends, when we are answering anything, our brain is fighting for the concept. And if suppose stress comes to your mind or any kind of unnecessary pressure comes to your mind, suddenly you stop thinking about the concept, about the physical significance of that concept. You start thinking about the pressure you are feeling that time. So try to ask your brain that this is not the ultimate aim of life. This ISRO interview is not the ultimate. You will get many more opportunities. So why to fear? Why to be afraid of anyone? Just let it go. Just get inside the room, face them, answer them, come out. It's very simple. It's just a game of 20 to 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and in those 30 minutes you have to prove yourself to the maximum. So whatever you have studied, you simply say that yes sir, this I have studied, I can answer all the all related questions from this portion. If you don't know the answer, no need to make them beat around the bush. Simply say sir, I am not much clear about this concept, so it would be better if you ask some other thing. Definitely they will understand, they will accept it. In fact, they will appreciate your step, that you are not making them fool. You are not means anything you are just saying, they should be very much avoided at the time of interview. Then one very good thing is there with the panel, that they are very helpful and supportive. All the time you will be feeling some doubt while solving any question which is given by them. They will be hinting you, they will be trying to push you. Actually their main motto is not to make you a professor in some college. The main motto is to check whether if certain push is given to you, whether you will be able to solve the question or not, or you can apply your brain, you can make your brain run at any speed. They are going to check that. Even if out of 10 questions you are giving only 5 to 6 or 7 questions correctly, but your approach will be very very clear to them within these 5 to 6 questions. So they are interested much more in your attitude, in your way of expressing your concepts and everything. Then friends, ki the last line of this session, ki just give your best and leave rest on God. There is nothing like impossible, and there is nothing like ultimate. Means if you are thinking that ISRO interview is the ultimate goal of your life, then simply don't think it. Think about giving your best in the interview. Think about understanding, proper understanding of the words the interviewers are saying. You should be very clear with the questions they are asking, and you should be very careful with the answers you are giving. Some 2 to 3 steps are there. If you will follow it, no one can stop your selection. And the last line, but not the least, just give your best and leave rest on God. Because this is not the ultimate aim. Now, your ultimate aim is to learn everything, learn maximum you can learn. So, if ISRO interview or any XYZ PSU interview comes in front of you, that's none of the concern. You have to simply show what you have learned. You have to make them understand what you have understood. That's it. All other things automatically God will take care of. So, all the very best, friends, for your preparation and interview also. And thanks for watching this video.